Now, the first Starship Troopers movie wasn't the greatest film in the world, but it certainly was entertaining and had plenty going on, what with its huge scope, special effects, action, and of course, suspect acting. It was a fun, glorified B-movie if ever there was one. Now, I'm not saying it's good, hell no, I'd never do that, no. But Starship Troopers 2 is nothing like this. It's a joke. It's just a long, drawn-out, boring joke with no punchline in sight. It's like getting into a conversation with Professor Bruce.
Service guarantees citizenship. Would you like to know more?
Not really. So, once the film gets underway, it's action, action, action. Do you know something? Actually, I wouldn't even call it action. It's more of a boring, drawn-out joke. Like I just said a few seconds ago. Now, I was expecting them to get out of this situation on the planet they're on and do something else like in the first film, but no. No budget means no fucking decent story. I'm sorry, but this movie really does suck, and I honestly can't be arsed commenting on this anymore, but I do owe it to you because I don't want you wasting your time on this garbage. So all the characters on show are really annoying and you root for them to die. And look at her, she was in the first Starship Troopers movie. Okay, she was a different character, but it's always daft when movies bring back the same people but as a different character. But at least she dies in both films. Harsh. Obviously don't like her. So looking at the special effects here of the bugs, they're pretty impressive actually, considering this film has a very small budget, unlike the first film. So the opening 25 minutes or so are just basically the Marines shooting all these giant bug creatures, which gets pretty boring after about 25 seconds in all fairness. Now there's this meathead locked up in this furnace on the planet for some reason, and they leave him there even though they really could use the extra help. Then seconds later they let him out and he basically takes control of the whole operation. So once things settle down and a bunch of new people turn up who've just been rescued from the bugs by this old guy, oh, he's the boss and his acting is fucking awful, but so what? So's his, so's his, so's hers, so at least he's in good company.
Magnificent son of a bitch. We held him. And then these two beautiful bastards show up. These two here, and they're carrying a couple of grenades.
Now, there's something strange about these new Marines who've just turned up. Like, this woman here starts hitting onto our new hero. There's nothing too strange about that, but I love this.
That's good right there. Now drop and give me 100.
Sir?
You got a lot of energy, Trooper. Now get down and start counting.
Yes, sir.
Do you want something to occupy your mind with, sweetheart? Okay, go do some fucking push-ups and burn that energy off. Priceless. Meanwhile, inside, this stuttering freak asks this complete and utter moron for some help. All he asks, right, is to reach back under some cables. So what does he do? He starts crawling on his back, getting caught up in wires and cables, and then asks if this is okay.
How's it?
What is he talking about? Is he mental? How is that okay? May as well just slap a health and safety warning down at the bottom saying, if you're watching this film, boys and girls, probably not, you've fallen asleep, but don't crawl on your back getting covered up in wires and cables when somebody doesn't even tell you to do that. Alright? He deserves to die, and look, now it's turned into Invasion of the Body Snatchers as the guy is possessed by a bug inside him or something, I don't know, but his fingers fall off and then his arm falls off, but, you know, whatever. So, this means the tit on the floor has been taken over. It's pretty stupid really, I know, but if you've seen the first film, you'll know what I mean when I say that this sequel is nothing like it at all. It's basically from here on in, people walking around pretending to be hosts to these new bugs inside of them, and they try to brainwash the rest of the group. Boring.
But we need heroes. We need you.
Come on, you apes! You want to live forever?
If it means putting up with tools like you and your supreme acting, then I think not. Christ, it's almost as cheesy as Starship Troopers 1. No, what I'm talking about is way worse. This guy's an arsehole. Moving on, let's stick with this guy for a second because he's got a tash, and yeah, you know how the drill goes. Most people with a tash in movies I look at are evil incarnate, and he does come across as a bit of an uncaring bad guy, but towards the end, he gives us a pathetic, blubbering, sad sack story, and then he's meant to be in our good books. Well, these idiots buy it, so there you go. Now, this woman here has something of a psychic ability. So does he, but he's an asshole. So when she touches this guy's hand at dinner time, she sees bugs running towards the camera. Doesn't mean anything, oh no, and we keep seeing this shot a lot throughout the film, but you know, it's got a low budget, so keep reusing scenes if you can get away with it. These guys don't. So she goes and tells her commander about this strange low budget clip. And the commander just blames it on her being pregnant. What? And then she's like, well, I am pregnant, how did this happen? Why don't I know about it? More to the point, how does she know? She's not psychic. Who cares? Let's check out some more top-notch acting by this guy.
This is General Jack Gordon Shepard. And if somebody doesn't make this pickup their big goddamn priority, I'm gonna make it my big goddamn priority to come down and chew out some fleet ass, starting with yours.
Amazing. And now let's check out some more random stock footage of bugs. Amazing. Speaking of amazing things, this scene is priceless, okay? The strange guy who makes apparent pregnant women see stock footage of bugs opens up a door and finds a reject Tales from the Crypt dummy. It's alive, oh yeah, and it talks too. More limbs falling off as well. So it's time for this guy to show his friends his new skills as a ventriloquist.
Hi guys!
How wonderful to see. Oh no, what are you doing to the poor half-dead person? See, I was quite shocked when I first saw this clip, but then afterwards I just laughed. And you should too. Well, it's got a big bug inside of it, and the super duper muscle bound freaks kill the bug, and then that's a really bad move because it's got more little bugs inside. Shock horror. And like I've said before, why do people lay down when they're being attacked by little monsters? Why do people always decide it's appropriate to just lay down and be attacked when little monsters or dolls are after them? And this guy just stands at the door letting bugs run into his mouth. What a goon! Still, for me, this is the best scene of the film, which doesn't say much. Back with the Tash guy, and he's listening to pregnant lady's silly theory of something not being quite right after she touched the guy's hand. Okay, so her theory is correct, sure, but what's stupid here is he suddenly gives a bullshit story and these two feel sorry for him and he's back in the gang now with the good guys. Unbelievable.
After what I did in the battle, I wasn't very sure of myself anymore.
If acting that badly can make people change their opinions on you, then the world will be a crazy place to live. Now staying with Tashman, he sees that the general dude is dead at the hands of the bug-infested Marines, and instead of killing them or running away, he says this.
You bastards, you're all under arrest.
Oh yeah, under arrest, brilliant idea, you moron. He dies, 'cause he's an arsehole. Let's sing a song about his Tash. No, actually, let's watch a bunch of goons in a video paying tribute to the awesomeness of the Tash.
I can beat you. I don't need the girl. I don't need the girl. I don't need the gun job. I can beat you. I need no gun. I'm gonna kill you now.
Swallowed me Tash.
Hi there, this is not Professor Bruce. Just to say, yeah, keep on watching Shitcase Cinema. Haha.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Shitcase Cinema. It's the shit. Can I have my beer back now, please? Thank you.
Oh, well, not too late for the sleepaway camp auditions. Yeah, I'm gonna be that deputy.
I've waited to pay you back, John. Do you know what today is? Payday.
Excellent! Moving on, the entire gang are pretty much all taken over now. You did remember this was a sequel to Starship Troopers though, didn't you? And not start thinking that it was some lame invasion of the Body Snatchers story. So the captain is attacked here, but watch this. What's she doing there? Is she dancing on her own? I know she just got whacked, but then people are running around in the clip and dancing on tables, and then she's just having a ball on her own, look. In fact, let's try this out to a Shitcase Cinema theme mix.
On the Shitcase Cinema.
cut to the chase, as always. So the captain injects herself here to delay the bug takeover, I guess. She starts killing off all the Marines because she's one mean mother and frees our hero, who's just been tied up in a furnace once again and generally being useless.
What the hell's going on, Sergeant?
The bugs are inside, sir.
Inside the perimeter?
No, sir. Inside me.
Sergeant, no! No!
I like how she shot herself, but he keeps staring at the ceiling. Ugh. Love that. So after some laughable lame fighting, the two remaining stars run outside and oh no, it's like being in a Starship Troopers film now. Oh, the horror. So here comes the rescue unit, but Captain Dax, our hero, wants to stay behind and kick some ass if he can, which he can't, so he dies, although you don't see him die, you just see bugs running at the screen again. Maybe he'll return in a spin-off film because that would be so cool and he is so worthy. And at the very end, she's got a kid. Remember, she was pregnant even though she couldn't pick up on that despite being psychic. And look, there's a giant poster of our hero.
Shed no tears for me. My glory lives forever.
Alright, yeah. Well, I sense a spin-off coming. In fact, let's form an online petition for this to happen. So, this isn't too good, but it certainly is passable if you've got nothing better to do. So, a pretty mediocre 3.5 out of 10.